Hey everybody, Miss Bridget here. Today we're going to be working on a bubble food dye painting.
The first thing you will need are several sheets of blank paper, straws, three water dishes, and three different types of food dye. I use the primary colors. If you don't have food dye, you can also use watercolors, specifically liquid watercolors or any sort of paint. And liquid dish soap. You're going to want to fill your containers with about a ½ inch of water. Everybody's ratios are going to be a little bit different, but I put about 18 drops of food dye into my water. If you need to add more, you can add more at any time. I then put in about ½ teaspoon of dish soap. I didn't measure this, I just sort of eyed it. And then you have to mix these all together. Now practice blowing out of your mouth into your straw. Do not suck in. You do not want to suck any soap into your mouth. After practicing, go ahead and start blowing your bubbles. You want to blow your bubbles until your bubbles are popping out of the top of your container, and then you're going to press your paper directly onto your bubbles. You can see the bubbles are printing onto the paper. My bubbles were a little bit light, so you can see I'm adding a little more food dye and then mixing it in with the soap and the water. Blowing my bubbles again, and then printing. I did this on several sheets of paper, so I could have a few different pieces of art. I mixed in my other colors of food dye with soap and water in separate containers. So I used the same paper that I printed on before. I like when the colors go on top of each other because they do a sort of color mixing. Here I have my blue mix. And I'm printing on top of the yellow and red. I did the yellow again in a couple of empty spots. And when you're all finished, you can take a look at your artwork. You can see where the yellow and the blue overlap, there's a green. Where the blue and the red overlap, there's a purple color. And there you go. When these are dry, you can draw on top of them, you can fold them and make them into cards, or you can just hang them up as abstract works of art.
Hope you all enjoyed the art project. Share your results with me on Parent Square.